Okay, Jenny. Yeah, we are live. I think YouTube.
We're live.
We are live and we are alive. Not dead yet.
Oh, fun.
So, Jenny, power. Would you like to speak a little bit about power? We have different kinds of power: physical power, muscles, mental power, power. I mean, energy is there. If you can harness it, use it, you know how it works, you can make it a power, isn't it?
Well, basically, it's what you focus because our thoughts control everything. It controls our body. To me, what I've seen in my field, um, emotion creates a reaction, which creates a lesion in the brain, which creates disease in the body. So the mind can heal the body. And so the mind kind of controls everything as well as the heart. So there's a lot. That's a pretty big subject.
Define matrix power. What do you mean by
Okay, the
matrix
matrix.
power?
Okay, first, you know what? I looked up matrix because I wanted to see what the dictionary said about matrix. And it said a matrix is an environment, substance, or system from which something else originates, develops, or takes form. And I'm like, that was pretty vast, on what the matrix is. To me, the power is in the person and the universe because I look at the matrix as the universe. So everything's connected to the universe, animals, trees, and everything has a network. Even the trees have networks underground that connect them. So everything's interconnected. And the differences between like humans and trees and animals is we have intelligence and we have choices. A lot of times animals work on instinct. Trees actually can communicate. I've read articles where when they go to cut down a tree, the other trees react around it because they actually feel that that tree's being injured or hurt or whatever. So to me, the matrix is us creating our reality because we have choices. And when a person can realize that we have a choice in everything and where we go with our life and what we do, it gives us a lot of power to do anything we want. To me, the universe is abundant. It's abundant in water, it's abundant in food, and it's a consciousness that creates that lack. And when we create that lack, we manifest that lack. So here's something I learned about energy in that sense. When you go into a church, I mean, I was raised Catholic. When I go into the church, sometimes, I mean, there's good people and not so, what do I want to say, great educators. Anyway, you go into a church, and the ones I've been in, they start out by saying you're a sinner. Well, then I watched the people in the service. I'm observing this, and I noticed the people while the sermon's going on are starting to fall asleep. It's because the minister or priest or whatever it is supposed to, all those people are sending him energy, the matrix, to give them, to feed them, to empower them. And the priest sometimes, or minister, or whatever it is, will take the energy and start getting louder and louder and not giving it back to the people and empowering them. Because when you tell people you're a sinner and, that type of words and energy, it literally sucks their energy. It does not empower them. And it was interesting. The last time I went to church was with my mother, and my mother always had to sit in the front row. And I had a few of my kids with me. And the first thing he started talking about was sinner. And I turned to my children and I said, does that make you feel good? They're looking at me. My mom's looking at me because it doesn't empower people. Although I have noticed that all the different indigenous spiritual groups like Tibetan monks, Native Americans, they all have a piece of the puzzle. The Native Americans dance around a fire and change the oxygen level to their brain. And when they do that, when they change that oxygen level, that connects them more with the divine because they've expanded their energy fields. And that's what meditation does. When you're breathing deep, you're expanding and connecting to the universe. When you get upset, you disconnect, and that's what creates anger, fear, guilt, all of that. So, in the Tibetan monks, they om and change their breath. Meditation changes the breath. It all goes back to the breath, as far as I'm concerned. That is our connecting link to the matrix and our focus. Do you have any feedback on
Mind
that?
also, even without breath, you can use your mind.
Oh, yeah.
Not so much
Focus.
focusing on breath, but directly with the mind you can focus. With church, yes, I have been living in the church for months in Society of Jesus, where I got training in neuro-linguistic program, certified 1 month. But others, yes, when I was in Jharkhand, my friends were Christian. So just with the friends, we used to go Sunday, go to the church. And accidentally, I was in the church, but going in the main and coming was different. Accidentally, I was moving around. I entered in one room full with women, mostly women, and the priest was describing hell. What will happen to you in the hell? And he was shouting, and all the women so afraid, with their children holding. And this was like completely, and they were tribals, like tribals area. So that was one experience was very bizarre when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Later on, I chose to go in the church in Society of Jesus to learn professional learning, leadership qualities, spiritual leadership training, how they are training their priest and nun. The Christian
nuns.
Yeah, Christian, and like the high priest, like of a church, and nun who's controlling the church. They were all together, about 50 people. We were together and getting trained. So that's very different. Higher education, reading educated books, things, doing experiments. Everyone is highly educated. That was a different experience. But in tribal areas, same. Yes, this too much like making you a sinner. Yes.
Yeah.
That's very different. But when I get training there in an educated way, they were deleting this program.
Oh, they were.
Yeah, completely opposite. Richard Mathew, who was grown up, controlled by the Vatican, directly under the Vatican. He was fully rebellious. He was removing this program from the minds of nun and priest, all this sin and things, and making them free. That I liked it because, and particularly they were too much with sex things. So in the neuro-linguistic programming way, we remove traumas, rape, traumas, any guilt, belief systems. So we're learning how to change beliefs, how to remove traumas and other diseases. And he was very nicely, he was working in the environment, not breaking any rules of churches. At the same time, these nuns, and we see that they are caught in some kind of sex abuse, physical abuse. So he was removing them from their mind the idea of sin and sinner. Very radical.
That's good.
Very radical.
That's really good.
But in tribal areas, not. In tribal areas, this uneducated priest, they just bombarding their mind to this uneducated other tribal people fully without logic, beliefs, making them afraid, fearful,
Control. That's how
and
you control
control.
people.
That to
You know.
controlling people.
Yeah, instead of empowering them. You know, the church too, like I look at each one and they have pieces of the puzzle. Like the Catholic Church has stained glass windows, so it has colors coming in, which is the matrix, because they have an effect, colors, on the physiology of our body. And they burn incense to clean the energy during funerals and stuff. They'll put incense. So they have pieces of the puzzle, and it's kind of like the world right now. Why are we divided into different sections when we're all people? You know, why are churches divided into different churches when it's all about love and um, respecting each other? I mean, to me, it's so simple that I just can't understand the consciousness. But it all goes back to power and money and control.
That's the only. It looks very, oh, this idea, belief, principles we are fighting. No, they are just camouflage. People fighting in the world for sex, money, power, energy, nothing else.
Yeah,
All
right.
camouflaged to all ideologies just to camouflage. Basic is energy. First of all, power. Energy and power is the main root cause of the fight between nations or big organization. And even in small, between wife and husband, power dynamics.
Yeah.
What is?
Well,
everyone is trying to have more power.
yeah. Well, you know, and they just would realize that the universe is moving energy. It's not solid. And so everything that's going out is coming back. So and that's where karma comes in, you know, because it's not good or bad karma. It's just a reaction to what you do. And that's in everything in life. When you think about it, if you're honest, you meet honest people. If you, you know, it's interesting. I've met a lot of people that are compulsive liars. And I just wonder, you know, how would they move out of that if they can't confront it?
Yeah, I would just like to say, if you want to harness matrix power, truthfulness is must.
Oh yeah. You need to
Honesty
talk
and
up to them.
truthfulness is must. You
Yeah.
are not. It's not going to you. I think
No, I'm not hearing you very well, hon.
Um, that's wrong. Now?
That's much better.
Now, oh, that which was functioning, I put on the table. That which was not functioning, I put it. That's why you are not listening.
I can hear you now.
No, yes, I can be. Oh, the light was not. Do you remember? This light has to be on. This is very strange. Anyway, oh, that's why I put it outside the microphone, which was working. And not working, I put it here. So why you are not listening? Yes, to me, matrix is two powers, no, like power. Universe is full with energy, just energy. But energy, if it is harnessed, refined, put in a channel, and then put in a purpose with machine, like petrol. God knows how many petrols are there under the earth. But to harness it, we need a system to take it out, then refine it, putting into the patterns, and then its energy useful. Same way in the universe, it's like filled with resources. I will call it resources.
Yes.
And
You're
infinite
right.
resources. Infinite resources. If you know how to harness it, and you can do miracles like physiology, You can change whatever you like, cells, structure, genes, its diseases, removing, be young for 1,000 years, or whatever your mind comes to a desire. Oh, this is what I want. So you can do anything in physiology, in mind, the mental power. But there is a but, no? But we are taught in the moment we move in meditation, we meet infinite source of energy. Infinite. You can do anything, you can move even the path of the sun and moon, that much power. Even you can create new universe or new stars, that much power. You can create a new solar system, that much power. No, the matrix power is infinite. It depending on the person, the purpose of using it. And you must be very honest and very sincere to handle this power. Because somebody is observer.
Mhm.
The universe is not without an observer. We have our own observer, and this observer is maximum or minimum. It must be, you should be on intelligence level. Your intelligence must be capable of observing your ego structure,
Mhm.
that you are not going on ego trip, not becoming egocentric or egoistic or snob or harming somebody. Means harming means not that accidentally you do. Harming means like you are snatching the bread of someone. Someone is hungry. You are causing hunger just to rule. And if people will be hungry, they won't be concerned about policies of nations and characters of nations. They will be busy in somehow feeding themselves. So nobody questions your intentions, your attitudes. So purposely you are bringing poverty. Purposely you are creating unemployment.
Mhm.
No? So in this way, we were taught, and only thing is we say only sin for a yogi is to like cause you suffer. Cause anyone suffer is the only sin, and only virtue is to take them out of suffering. This is the
There,
only sin and virtue described as a yogic point of view, nothing else.
yeah, that's a fine line with that though, because the reason I say that, when I've done healing work before, I've said things that trigger people that they start crying. They're hurt by it. Not by me, by what I said. So I meditated about that and asked Spirit, did I do something wrong? And what I was told was, if we had no intention in what we were doing, but coming from love, then that was a necessity to trigger them to release. But if I premeditated and had intention with what I said, then that would be what you would say, sending out negativity, because I would never say anything to hurt anyone. That's not who I am or ever been. But at the same time, I've said things that have triggered people. And did it really hurt them, or did they regurgitate something that they needed to release?
Yes,
So that's my,
very thin,
yeah,
fine line.
yeah,
And
it
it's
is.
nobody else to judge except you yourself.
That's right.
Here, judgment is only twice, two. One, someone observer from where you are harnessing the energy. An observer is there. And an observer in yourself. So it's between two observers only.
But yeah, that really helped me when I figured that out a long time ago, because sometimes that happens when you're doing, I used to do readings a lot on people when I do classes, and when I'd start talking about their family or give the name of their pet name or their whatever, they'd start crying. So crying doesn't necessarily mean it's an injury. Crying means that it's healing because it's a
Healing.
release.
Like all
Yeah.
the pain is not bad. We
No.
do yoga and we do stretches. It's painful, but you like it. It's healing. You you go to massage,
That's
Tibetan
what we
massage.
tell ourselves.
Yeah, it's painful.
It's
If
healing.
a meridian is blocked, it's painful, but it's healing. So pain is not always bad. Should I speak the Himalayan wisdom about the phenomena, or you proceed?
No, go ahead.
Your experiences. We are very simple and directly taught about the whole thing. How to
Yeah.
harness the power, harnessing it. If you will misuse it, it's a mistake, can be forgiven. And use it
And you
is the
can't,
best. Harnessing and using.
yeah, but you can't need it. There's a difference. The magical, amazing things that have happened in my life have been spontaneous. It wasn't say, I need this to happen. It was, I spoke it and it manifested because there wasn't a need behind it. Does that make sense?
That's the functional way. When you are functioning with this energy, I also do the same. Many people coming and I have problem physically, I have problem financially, I have problem with relationship. So many things, no? Less resources. I do it. I use this. And I say, whatever you like, $1 million or $1 billion, here is no scarcity. You just express it, it will happen. Provided you will use it. Provided you will not misuse it, because it's my karma too doing this. We are very simply taught, Jenny, here in Himalayan ways, that we are accessing infinite source of energy. Mistakes are forgiven anyway in ignorance. But here is the energy transaction. We say, if you, the moment you start to misuse, you will start to go mad. Like mind will,
It's a big responsibility.
it's a big
Absolutely.
responsibility. So only three, depending on the severeness, either you go mad or you will be arrested by the government, or in a small territory where you will not be able to come out of it. Arrest, depending on how much you are abusing, misusing it. And the third is, if you will really not stop, then you will die
If you
untimely
what?
death.
What'd
If
you
you
say?
keep on abusing it, if you will
Yeah.
abuse this power, then for 100% surety, you will make accidental death, or you will be hanged in prison, or these three karmas comes out. This is the only result you can see. In any way, and I have seen in India, any way abusing it, the first they are going mad, then they are ending up in the jail. Either they are dying in the jail fully mad, like disturbed, or they are going to be hanged. They are hanged by the government. So three results one should be aware of harnessing this power if you are getting access to it. Harnessing and using, it's okay. But misusing and abusing is not allowed at all. If you will abuse, madness, jail, accidental murder, assassination, accidental death. You will not have a normal death that you are remembering God, relaxing, meditating, and you are aware and slowly, no. And I
Oh
have
my
seen,
goodness.
I have
Go
seen
ahead.
in India, it's happening frequently, particularly to the spiritual aspirant, enlightened people who have Kundalini awakened, pranic Kundalini. And in India, you will see, I'm seeing it. I learned from Osho also. Told you, same thing happened. Madness, full madness, jail, accidental death. He died fully paranoid in his own room, killed by his own disciples. Abuse of power, matrix power.
Well, look at
I am seeing in
history.
India, I'm seeing in India also, many gurus abusing power, ending up in jail. Even in, I have incidents, very nice meditator, but accidentally it happened, like they cannot control the power. And very nice sannyasis could not control the power and shot his own wife. Very good meditator, ending up in jail. After that, he realizing it, but now what? Accident has happened. The consequence will come. Karma has been done. So there is no way except to finally to accept this karma.
Okay, I have a question with that. So I have seen entities on people that do drugs or drink too much, they can actually get attachments to their energy fields. And
It's yeah, if you have not cleaned yourself properly and you have not been guided by a good mentor who knows how to, guidance is
right.
needed, who did not teach you the consequences, no, because once the power comes, you get intoxicated,
Well,
fully intoxicated.
I'm not even talking at that magnitude though. I'm talking about people that aren't even into this. I can literally see attachments on them. And I mean you can see it in their face, in the way they hold themselves, in their body. And I have actually seen them leave the attachment leave, and they look completely different. Have you ever seen that? So could some of these people, because they go so far out there, be getting attachments, and because of that they do these crazy things that
Attachment, yeah. Attachment is not allowed at all. If you want to harness matrix power, you should be fully, only one is gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. True, and use it through gratefulness, not ego. You cannot take it on your ego structure and decorate your ego anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just saying normal people that I've worked with. When I see the attachment leave them, they look different, they walk different, their persona is different. And how many times do people, because of maybe their thoughts or their anger or their sadness or drugs or alcohol, where they're not solid in their body because they can attach themselves. The reason I say that is because my daughter came upon a car accident, and I was working with Marilyn Rossner, my other yogi. And anyway, she stopped and looked, and they had the jaws of life, and they pulled this young girl out of the car. And Vanessa was standing right there, and the girl died. Well, Vanessa came home, and that night she came screaming in my room because she said there was a girl hovering above her, reaching for her. So the next day, I called my yogi that I work with, and I said, and I didn't even tell her about it. She said, "Oh, your daughter came on an accident, and that lost soul. That girl didn't know she died because it was so spontaneous, and she attached herself to my daughter." Okay. And so she said, "Janine, you know how to move souls." And I said, "Okay." So my daughter and I sat down that night, and we were doing a meditation and praying and to bring her in. And so she appeared, and we could both see her, and we moved her into the light. And I can kind of walk out of my body and take them by the hand if they are resistant. And so I create a beam of light in the room so that I walk them into the light. Well, after we did that, a kid showed up, and he said, "Can you help me?" Come to find out later on, and we moved him in, but I knew he couldn't go, at least this is intuitively what I felt, he couldn't go to the same place as her because it was her boyfriend, I found out, and he had taken his life after she died. And so even though he went into the light, he has more learning before he can get to where this other girl was because it was whatever her life path. So, I mean, that was powerful learning that and seeing that happen. So we can tap in at multiple areas in the spirit world to help people. So I
Yeah,
just
you
have,
can enter in the depth of any layer of this matrix power that's
yeah,
beginning with the spirit world. The beginning is the spirit world,
mhm.
and you can go deeper and deeper, more refined energy, because this spirit world is you are in the mental processing where you need your mind to process things. You can go deeper beyond ego, beyond intelligence. So there
Oh
are
yeah.
more high refined sources where miracles starts to happen now. Miracles. Only thing is you have to use it not for yourself. Only condition is you cannot
But the,
use it for your own things. Always you have to use it in the benefit of somebody else, not you. This one condition. This is how we are taught in India. You can gain powers, you can take it. This is the process, habit, but you cannot use it for yourself. Like I cannot use it for me, myself. It's always helping people who needs it, for others, and for others, not for you. So you can have, so in that way, if an egoistic person not interested in such kind of power, which he cannot or she cannot use in the benefit of the self, in the benefit of the self, whatever comes and returns from your karma returns, you need to take it. But in the benefit for others, you can use anything. You can use all the powers of the cosmos, but it's in the benefit of others, not for yourself. This is one condition. Before learning, also it's written in the books, in everywhere, one condition. If you want to go, you must have a desire for other, to
help
heal,
people.
help people, not for yourself. Not for yourself. If
You
you
know,
use it for your own gratification, and particularly instinct, you must be beyond your instinct. Your mind should not be governed by your instinct if you want to help. Even for the help is primary criteria, you should be beyond instinct. You should not be, your soul should not be governed by instinct's needs. And that is sex, money, and power.
mhm.
If your instinct will govern and use this power, it's disaster. Disaster for yourself and disaster for the community you are influencing. Both. And it has only, it doesn't see who you are, how elevated spiritually you are.
No,
If you do
it's
this
irrelevant.
mistake, only three: madhouse, jailhouse, or hanged.
Body, mind, spirit. The Trinity.
Yeah, depends on the severity, and very rarely it's excused. Very rarely.
Hold on a second. Keep going. I get a piece of Kleenex. I'm like you. Something's like me. Okay, yeah.
And I observed this loss into my life until now. I'm seeing it. It's not giving mercy to anyone. It's happening same. You cannot allow instinct. You must be beyond instinct. Otherwise, don't touch it. Better go to your guru or somebody else and ask them to do something for you. By yourself, if you go and you are under the prison of your instinct behaviors or instinct desires, it may bring disaster. So you must be out of yourself. Your I must be connected to universal I. And then with the permission of this universal I, you help them. Even you can bless them for millions of dollars, for money, for everything. You can bless them. And whatever comes to you, you can take. That's way. Then it's not a nothing, because you
When you're
did it.
supposed to,
Like I did something good for you, you were suffering. Suppose you want $1 million, you come to me. If I will have, I will do something very good for the community. I give you, programmed you from the matrix, connected you, $1 million come to you. Out of that, you give me $10,000.
Mhm.
For me, it's fine.
That's 10%. You're always supposed to
1%,
give.
even 0.01%, whatever gratefully you can give.
Well, I know.
It's not a business. Whatever you can give me gratefully, it doesn't matter. That's mine, and I should be satisfied with that. Not
In
bargaining.
biblically,
Like I
though,
charge for my work. I am charging to foreigners $3 a minute my services. To Indians, $2 a minute, or even less, $1.5 a minute. Double prices, no? Like if somebody is earning in dollars $3, Indian, I'm charging $1.5 a minute. But this work, I'm charging only this much. But the people who are coming, they are making it in millions. Their desire is millions. So I cannot increase charges. My charges is the fixed. My time, according to my time, according to my capacity, according to work, according to my strength. Oh, I can work this much. And this my mindset, nothing else. My mindset that this much I need to survive, or to work properly, or to live nicely, or even to serve you. I need this device, that device, these things, that things, my resources. So this is, you can go like this. This is my price. This is my fee. And you might have a cancer. Somebody, sorry. Somebody who is coming has severe diseases, very much in poverty, needs a lot of land, property, business. You can have your desires, but I functioning through in my own way. I will take only that much which I take. Not
how'd
that,
you come up with what you charge?
Since it started, no, when I didn't have money, I started using my psychic powers. Only I use when I don't have money, only for survival.
Right.
So I started doing fortune telling in USA. There was a company, Live Person, long before, no, when I was 20 years before, something. Whenever I don't have money, I do fortune telling, because it's the easy source of earning money. People not interested in yoga, meditation, enlightenment, but fortune telling. So I joined this American website, liveperson.com, and it was quite advanced technology. So there I registered myself as a psychic. First time I started using in a distance without seeing the person.
I
Company
didn't know
coming
you
in the
did
middle.
that.
Yeah,
That's
company coming in the middle.
cool.
So they don't allow to see the person, because, and private contact, but because client is provided by the company. So it doesn't allow, I cannot see the person. I can
Hey,
only
keep going.
chat.
Keep
All
going.
chat is recorded.
Keep going. I gotta get some coffee. That's really cool. Anyway.
Yeah, when I came to America that time, when I came to USA that time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
time
when you were when you
I
met
was young.
me?
Yeah. That was the time. And when I coming in, if I suddenly I need money and I don't have money, no, from where to ask this, that I just need an internet connection. Just a internet connection, and internet should be working. So if I have internet connection, I can earn money anywhere, fortune telling. So that was the Live Person. I recorded as a Mystic Guide. I changed my screen name, was Mystic Guide. and you can't see the person. The first time I can only chat. You can't take any contact numbers of the person because company is charging and taking is 30% share, 30 to 40% share, and 60% coming, 30% taking the American government immediately cutting the this state. But later on we can get refund sending that. So 40% around 60%. So I started $1.99 a minute. Mm.
Can you continue?
Oh yeah, it's a power issue. Power issue. Somehow my laptop was not charging. I put it.
Well,
Now it is started. Its battery
we're
finished.
talking about power, aren't we?
Yeah. I said, strange. I need to buy new laptop, I think, or buy new wire. It's giving frequent
I know I
problem.
need one.
Battery going very fast draining. No, battery is like showing 100%, and within 45 minutes, it's sucked out. So I was at that point, that I joined it and I started doing fortune telling. First time my experience, like without seeing the person, to catch the person just by on chat, just by chat.
The
On the type.
vibration of their voice.
No voice. No voice. For voice, I needed to have an American number and pay to the company, make a virtual number. It was expensive. So I
So you
did.
tuned into their name?
Pardon?
You tuned into their name? What did you tune into to give them the
No,
reading?
screen name. Is only screen name, and they also not telling their name, address, phone number, email. Otherwise, company will immediately, they're keeping an eye of the data. So if you exchange in any way, name you can ask, but profession or phone number, contact number, residence, nothing you can ask from the person. So whatever I have done, I don't know who the person is.
Right.
Neither the face of the person, nothing about the person. So
Yeah.
you don't know who is there. So I started the working from $1.99 per minute. Like if you say hello, and the moment you ask, you have to put the button higher. So if you push the button higher, money starts to roll per second, like, and then you ask the question and I keep on answering. So people were very fast, anxious. Their money is burning. The moment you are, so they don't want to lose their money. And I also pressure on the mind, no? So they ask the question and they have the expectation that I should just immediately answer it, don't even think about it. And it was a pressure on me. Otherwise, they will say, don't hire. And then write your feedback, not good. That another pressure. So if one person writes not coming. So it was a complete American way of working. First time I entered. And then I said, oh, this is America. No, full pressure. Full pressure.
On task, on task.
So
Produce.
1.99. Then I say another working, someone $5, $10. No, then I started to increase $2, then 3.99, $4.99. But I got very much people not asking only nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a date, dinner date tomorrow in the evening with this woman. Can you tell me what will happen?
Yeah.
Mostly these questions was only about relationships and money, finance and relationship, finance. And though I was in a spiritual category, from my profile was in a spiritual category, fortune telling, but only this, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, and my money. Three things people were interested. Finally, I got bored, and it was taking a long time. They're sending check from the company, check arriving in India, then I'm putting check in the bank. So it was also taking a long time. And internet connections. One time I was in village, this. Then anyway, I started earning. If I have earning from other way, I don't use my psychic powers. But this, I use psychic powers. After that, I come to Rishikesh, moving around. I didn't know this law that you are not allowed to use your psychic powers for your own. But in my mindset, I don't care. If I have a problem in survival, I use my psychic powers.
The universe doesn't judge you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think this is something like
So,
this. Yes, I got
yeah.
this same repercussions. Sometimes when I abuse, it started to convert immediately. And then I realized, yes, and I stepped away from the path. No, I cannot abuse this power. Just a little bit I did to see, and then shick. Immediately she started turning. I started turning the same way path. Then I stopped, come meditate. Yes, this work I have mixed up in my alchemy process. I use when people come for complete transformation, I use this matrix power, but very wisely.
Oh, yeah.
Very,
What goes around comes around.
very
You
wisely.
know, and that's why people that quit giving, because the universe isn't solid, it's moving energy all the time. So everything's a reflection. So the what happens is even in the churches, they don't tell people that when they give, it comes back multiplied. If they give love, love comes back multiplied. If they give their time, time comes. If they give their money, money comes back multiplied. But you know, people don't know that. So the poor people keep hoarding and holding, and so it keeps them in that state of consciousness. So it's a matter of knowledge that once you have that knowledge, you can create a flow with the universe, a natural connection. Yeah, I've seen that so much. I've tried. That's
So,
what I teach in my classes.
like, I don't see for survival issue. Look, we have like a desire to have a healthy body is not something wrong there.
Oh,
Only when it comes to money and resources and energy, you cannot be greedy about it. You cannot abuse it to harm any person. You have to follow the law. This is the only condition here. And if you give the energy to someone and the person abusing this person without gratefulness, without your permission, then also this person has to suffer. Same consequences.
See it too. See it too.
So I say it's infinite. Like you can't imagine the power. Like no limit, no limit. Nothing is impossible. Change your genetic codes to go to another universe, to create technology. I mean, abundance and abundance without any limitations, provided you must understand the law.
Yeah. See, well, things just happened to me. Like I remember there was a woman when I was taking my classes in Canada, there was a woman from Jamaica that came in that was some type of a spiritualist, and she did a meditation with music. And I don't know if I talked about this on one of our podcasts, but when I went into my meditation, I went to a different planet and landed on the streets. And when I landed, I looked and there were two people in front of me. And it was weird because they had really wide hair and then a real small chin. They had real wide set eyes, and their hair stood straight up and was cut off sharp at the top. So it went straight up and was cut off. And when I looked at them and they looked at me because they saw me and I saw them, and I was like, where am I? And the minute I started to think, I came back in my body and I just went, I went somewhere. It was really cool. It was really cool. Have you done that?
So, Jenny, we will sum up. We will have 4 minutes. Can you sum up with your own experiences, how you have been working, what you found? This is for us spiritual power in a very high level. What I'm talking is a very high level. It's channeling beyond intelligence. You are tapping, which is beyond human intelligence, that power, and then abusing to the humans with this power. No mercy. No mercy.
And the thing is I realize a lot of people that are angry are injured. They've been abused. So, but that might be their life path. The thing I can say is what's really important is to love yourself. When you start taking care of and loving yourself, and because it's body, mind, and spirit. So you need to take care of your body. You need to exercise. You need to feed it right.
Pure love.
Yeah. And body, mind.
Beyond
What?
instinct. Beyond instinct. Instinct should not have any power over you.
Yeah, exactly. And your mind, I'm not a big avid reader because I'm dyslexic and ADHD. So your mind doesn't have to be out of books, even though I've read books. That's not my thing. I meditate. And so all this information in the universe is floating. Every book that's been written, everything that's happened in the universe, all you have to do is reach up and grab it and bring it down. And you know it. So people have said to me, so did you read such and such book? And I said, no, I meditated and got the information. So there's many paths to the same destination. You know what I mean? And that's what I would tell people is just love yourself, and the love resonates from you, and you grow and you connect at a deeper place, because it always starts with us, right?
I will say, be aware. The moment you become little bit mentally disturbed, anxiety, agitation, and you are tapping, become alert. It's functioning only in love, bliss, singing. If you become serious, you are becoming serious, means you are going at the wrong path.
Right.
Wrong path.
Well,
agitation, anxiety, anger, you are going wrong path. You can only harness it in bliss, in love, in gratitude. This is the only, this way, if you keep on functioning, that means you are at the right way, you are tapping, right people you are working, right people you are giving. The moment anger, frustration, instinct, sex, gratifications, power, manipulation, and aggrandizing yourself, like making yourself grandeur, glamour, putting people down, show off, superiority complex, finished. You have three destination, madhouse, shock treatment therapy. No, you really go very serious. Very serious damage of the brain, and or imprisonment, confinement in a small place where you can't meet freely people, cannot use your power. You don't even allowed to meet people, so you can use power, confinement, and most access, like if you really too much, then accidental death.
Well, and you know, the skills are like nature. Get out in nature and communicate with nature. It's you know, pine trees in over in at least here in the US, pine trees are so healing. I used to go out to a forest in pine trees when I'd meditate and sit against a pine tree, and the deer would come up and all the animals would come up because my energy was so expanded that they weren't afraid of me. So if you want to really, it's a process of connecting. Nature is really powerful.
Yeah, you remain very in tune with nature, very in tune with the sky, with clouds, with rivers, with plants. Fully, you will never miss anyone. Like in that, if you are harnessing, you are fully in tune. One with cat, dog, cow, buffalo, river, plants. You don't feel difference. No, you feel same. We are the same brothers and sisters, like this way. Unison. Then you harness it. But once you harness it, you should use for the same global love, the beauty for the planet, for the humanity, for everyone. Like this, you can use. Then,
You know, one time I was in Canada and my roommate, she had had a near-death experience that I was rooming with. And she said, Janine, have you ever listened to the earth breathe? And I said, what? She said, lay down. She said, just meditate for a while and listen to the earth breathe. And so I laid down. I'll never forget it. All of a sudden I heard this hum. And it was like it went low to so I was listening to the earth breathe. So the earth actually breathes, or it has a vibration. And it's so cool when you start to tap into those different awesome things on the planet. And that's
I feel it a movement of contraction and expansion. Like my whole body expand and contract, expand and contract. Nothing to do with the breath. The whole, like
just
whole
your
thing,
energy field.
yeah, expansion and contraction. Then I know I'm in.
You're connected.
And then I'm connected. Yeah. Now I'm in the process.
Yeah,
Very
it's fun.
interesting.
Fun journey. Not always
You
fun.
need a guidance. You need a mentor. You need a guide.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
And the mentor
do.
should be fully knowing what the person is, what you are doing, what you are teaching, and what is the consequences. Harnessing and use, even in the benefit of you, at the most, you will be mentally disturbed and you will fix yourself. If you did something wrong, you will be disturbed. You go to meditation. Oh, I was angry to the person. I did bad energy. And you can forgive yourself, clean you. Harnessing and use is not the problem. Misusing, you go mad. Abusing, finished. The nature itself disintegrates. So you can't hold your mind, you can't hold your body. Disintegration takes place.
And it's because the universe is a consciousness, and it doesn't know lack, it doesn't know pain, sorrow, anger. It doesn't know that. And so if you go in that direction,
yeah,
it's like
it's like, yeah,
it's done. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you are fighting against a fist against the earth. That much power.
Look out, you'll bounce off.
Yeah, you immediately get isolated, no more connection, isolated. And if you come with your ego, I will take the power, finished.
It's like running into a brick wall. Yep, I get it. But it is fun. And it is, it's a journey. I remember there were times where I'd say, I prayed for enlightenment. And then there were times I said, forget it. I don't want it. What I had to go through to achieve that, within myself was really tough.
Yeah,
But
I
at the
will
same
say,
time,
I would sum up, there's enormous power,
yeah,
infinite beauty, and the possibility of turning the whole earth as a paradise, provided you are beyond your instinct and personal needs. And your tiny ego, you should not be holding.
not when you're connected. You can feel it. You can feel other people because you're connected to them.
Only feeling is no criteria. I am blissful, happy, I'm connected.
That's right.
Very simple.
Don't worry, be happy, right? Ooh.
Melancholy, somewhere, anger, frustration, agitation, worried, not connected. Simple criteria. Huh? 8:05, 9:05. Namaste. What could be our next?
Did I text you something about our next one? I can't remember.
We had 3 and 4. I did not see. You text me long before that. Each time we make a plan and then discard it. No, we do some.
Well, hey, we go with the flow, right?
Yeah. Each time we say, oh, next time this one, suddenly our mind changes and then, no.
You know what would be fun to talk about? Would be the vortexes on the planet.
I wasn't matrix power. I wasn't ready to even talk, because if I go deeper, I have to speak truth. And speaking truth means a lot of problem.
What about vortexes on the planet and what they serve and where they're at?
I had a yoga book. It was talking about vortexes, where we call it in India like Haridwar, Rishikesh, some in Sedona.
Oh
Is
yeah,
a vortex.
Sedona.
Sedona is
Yeah.
amazing vortex place.
Mount
Amazing.
Shasta has one
Yeah.
too.
In India, we have 7 or 8.
Do you really?
For sure, Haridwar. For sure, Rishikesh. For sure, Badrinath.
Have you been
Vortex.
to any of them?
All of them, yeah. Which I like.
Cool.
Mostly I like Badrinath, the China border, the last tea shop
Yeah.
of India and China begins, that area. And the amazing vortex is on Kailash mountain, which I think not under India, it's under China. Many vortex. In south also, Rameshwaram, one place, vortex. I have not been, have desire to go. I will visit all the vortexes in India. The Sedona, when I
how
was
fun.
there, Sedona was amazing, completely different way of vortex energy.
Mhm. Yeah, I haven't been there yet. Those are on my bucket list. I was too busy raising kids. But I don't regret any of that. That was so fun. And they still are. In fact, their father just passed. And so it's been a real over the last
When
month.
we went to the hospital, we were talking about something about what control does to your life. We did it already, controlling and surrender. And then matrix power, no idea. Let's see. We will publish it.
Yep. We'll let you know.
Wednesday. Let's see what comes out. We can go for as a law of attraction, one way, and law of law of attraction is a feminine way. You are attracting, you are changing in yourself something to attract towards you, and as a male way, You can program directly and go forward to your goal. So we can talk it harnessing the same matrix power in two ways, feminine way and masculine way. Two
Oh,
approaches.
that'll be interesting.
Let it be the same topic, matrix power and harnessing, only harnessing. Only harnessing, but harnessing will begin two ways, feminine ways and masculine ways. Feminine ways, we know the law of attraction and Reiki, healing, many ways we can talk about, and we can talk about masculine way.
That sounds good.
Male chauvinist attitude. This I want it. Even God opposes, I want it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Let's talk about both ways.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Namaste.
See you next Wednesday. Harnessing the
Alrighty.
matrix, harnessing, only harnessing. Harnessing and using. If that which we don't have to do, please don't talk about it. Otherwise, people get the idea.
That went over my head. Sorry.
So only harnessing and using. Harnessing and using two ways, masculine way and feminine way.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
good.
we have a lot of feminine way. Let's talk about it. Full